Hey everyone, here is a quick reminder and walkthrough for how to think about fictional text. Today we're going to look at the fable called The Heron. It's short. Let's count the paragraphs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 paragraphs. And then we're going to remind ourselves of what are the most important things to know when we're thinking about fiction. So the first thing we need to know is the main character and where's the story happening. Then we want to think about what does the main character want or need? And then the thing that starts the rest of the story, what is the conflict or the main problem for the main character? And then we need to know how does that conflict end? We're going to analyze the character with their feelings, their actions, what they say and what they think, their fast. And then we're going to think through and analyze the lesson that the main character learns and describe it as advice before we jump into our multiple choice questions. So this is going to be a 2 or 3 part video to make sure we have all the steps that we need. And this is your fiction mini lesson. You can always come back to this to remind yourself of the most important steps to understanding fiction. So let's start. The Heron. A heron was walking sedately along the bank of a stream, his eyes on the clear water, his long neck and pointed bill ready to snap up like a likely morsel for his breakfast. The clear water swarmed with fish, but Master Heron was hard to please that morning. "No small fry for me," he said. "Such a scanty fare is not fit for a heron." Now a fine young perch swam near. "No, indeed," said the heron. "I wouldn't even trouble to open my beak for anything like that." As the sun rose, the fish left the shallow water near the shore and swam below the cool depths toward the middle. The heron saw no more fish, and very glad was he to at last to have breakfast on a tiny snail. All right, so our first question is, who is the main character and what is the setting? Our main character is the heron, and the setting is the beach, near the water, in the water, maybe a lake, maybe a bank of a stream. Streams obviously is where it is, but herons are a lot of places. So near the water, near fish. What does the main character want or need, which is going to lead us into the conflict? It's early in the morning. The main character, the heron, wants his breakfast. And our conflict is in sentence 2. The clear water swarmed with fish, but Master Heron was hard to please that morning. So we know that the heron wanted his breakfast, but our conflict is that he was hard to please. And then how does the main conflict end? You can skip all the way down here. The heron saw no more fish, and very glad was he to at last breakfast on a tiny snail. So the end of our conflict is, because of his pickiness, the heron only ate a small snail. This is the end of part 1.